Keeps the die. That's me about. Enough.
Yeah, I was going to press the OK.
This is Hanover.
Sarah Williams Memorial Church. It was erected exactly 100 that already. Here is a war. This is what it means. I can almost not read it. But there stands Wunden der Erinnerung on this glass shield. So they come mainly from the fights of that was the military resistance of the Nazis, and so this failed also, this attack they planned 20th of July 1944, and the 4 high officials had been killed themselves. 200 more participants of this attempt to kill Hitler had been killed themselves also later on. Independence of the Defense Ministry, the main part of that ministry stays in Bonn. On the left, there was the wall. Somewhere behind the looks now of the war, it was still standing there, the whole railway station, only it didn't have its roof anymore. And so in the 60s it was on the left-hand side on the sidewalk. There was no car here, no on the no man's land like the West Allies. And right-hand side was a very big building. This was the seat of the Reichsaviation Ministry. That means seat of Hermann Mayer. You know Mayer? Mayer is a German, an average name. Every 4th or 5th person here is called Mayer. So because of steel concrete wall, in front of us 2 buildings. On the right-hand side, the former Prussian Deputy House. On the left-hand side, the former Museum for Applied Art. Nowadays a museum for Gropius was a Schinkel student. Schinkel was one of the most famous architects in that area. And this building on the left.
Part of the Berlin Wall. Part of the first wall of Berlin.
Something? Yeah.
This area housed the Gestapo and the SS.
This first building of the red roof buildings stands. The GDR blew the Hitler bunker off, so it's not there anymore. And inside in this area where the bunker was is the foundation there, still existing, but no, one can't go in there for their ministries. And you see pictures on the wall here. They different things inside Berlin, and to the fact that we have these nice buildings on the right. The big one is the French cathedral, and the little one is the Huguenot church in France, and so they spread out and came to different states around France and also to Brandenburg and Berlin. 20,000 damages, or from the damages it suffered in World War II. But we, German and French cathedral next to us, are from the 18th century. In the middle, between the two cathedrals, we have the Berlin Theater. But that was erected as a theater, again by Schinkel. This is a Schinkel building from Schinkel, the Mester, and it's Gendarmenmarkt. But it's not German, it's French. Means market of the policeman, would translate it like this. In front of the former playhouse or theater, we have a sculpture. This is Friedrich Schiller. Now we see another it's a style mixture between neoclassicism and neo-Gothic in front of us. Building year 1830. And this church is not a church anymore, it's a museum in honor to Karl Friedrich Schinkel, so that means his ministry. Here we have to stand, and the building remains, will be also part of our new government, and integrated 13th century. One on the right hand side behind us, called Cologne, first time mentioned 1244 on and off it. And the street and the construction on it goes on and on and on for kilometers down to the right. Way to Poland. Huge. With this area, Berlin belongs to the biggest cities in the world. The restaurant turns around the axis, revolves 2 times per hour around the axis. In the GDR time, it revolved only 1 time per hour, but since then, so many things accelerated, so they made it double as fast.
Television tower.
Joseph Goebbels spoke his propaganda words to this fire of the books, or the burning of the books. Books by Thomas Mann, famous authors, writers, Bertolt Brecht, Kurt Tucholsky, also foreign writers like Jack London, for instance, and Gide. Books burned from them, and room where this bicycle driver stands, and one can look into the room and sees empty bookshelves. This is the empty library. They will not look exactly the same as they did look earlier, but they will be here at least again. So here we make a short stop, ladies and gentlemen. We will see.
We took the grandkids
Er muss noch Hüte gucken. All you've got to do is press that.
Where are you going to go? Out in the road?
It's about Brandenburg Gate.
Yeah,
To ask her what's
Say it
the
then.
place that
Brandenburg Gate.
I didn't realise it.
it wasn't. Everybody thinks that, right? Did you see that photo when you see it? Just pass it down that way with the cup. Because it's come this way.
Democratic. So he went into the Reichstag in his beginning time, in 33, but then afterwards the Reichstag burned. Have a look around now to the right, you see a little of the Reichstag is from here visible. Dem deutschen Volke, you still see if you turn around, they built a lot around the Reichstag and inside the Reichstag mainly. Ian was an exception, he didn't like it. But I can read 50s, that was erected in the 50s, and immediately a Berliner said that looks like a pregnant oyster. So the name stayed. And I tell you what it is, it was the Congress Hall of Berlin, now it is a house of cultures. And this building was also called in a certain time the petrified smile of Jimmy Carter. That's of course something for Americans, but you can also laugh about it. The kings of Prussia, they could speak better French as German. It was the language of fashion. But Palace Bellevue is the seat of our president. I know our president is not as famous as our chancellor, but the flag is out on the roof, and only when he's at home it's out.
Did you? Of course I'm taking it.
I think I was taking these all statues. Statue.
This is the view from our hotel window in Warsaw.
some of them you're not
I think that
supposed
was flat. I mean, we are crossing this Royal Web Park, and here is the visit card monument to Frederick Chopin. Frederick Chopin was born in 1810 in Żelazowa Wola. It's something like 45 miles from Warsaw this way, as you came yesterday from Poznań. Frederick, his father was last place Academy of Fine Art. Frederick Chopin was 6 years old when he started with public concert. When he was 8, he composed his first composition. His music was with Polish motifs, folk motifs, and his music was for different.
The Chopin Monument.
1,000 holes for dynamite were put to the walls of the palace. The second floor was burned inside, but the palace wasn't blown up because it was in Germans district in Wendheden time. It was just still as a museum restored after the Second World War. Museum of King Poniatowski, classical style, some his pieces of furniture, and all these pavilions in park work as a museum, so we really can spend full day in this park. Some performances, summer theater, temporary expositions, and so on. Other halls symbolically there are 2,000 children. This monument is one of two monuments to the mandate of Vistula River, which was destroyed by German troops. This John Sobieski served as a symbol of Warsaw Marine, which will see in the moment. So only two monuments were destroyed. Other monuments were destroyed this. And so after the war, we are coming back to the
By Copenhagen, hometown of Thorvaldsen. This palace in classical style is one of two buildings in that street which wasn't destroyed. Only two buildings, the palace and the church, which we will see in a moment. The church blown up, and the street was reconstructed on Canaletto paintings which survived from Royal Castle. Before the castle was blown up, they were taken out. Just to the right, there is the monument to Polish national poet Adam Mickiewicz, but he taught Latin there, and he translated Lord Byron to Polish. He translated Giaur to Polish and some other small things. Polish national romantical poet, in the same time, living in the same time as Lord Byron. Monument to him was built in the end of 19th century, which were painted by this Italian painter. He painted more than 50 paintings for King Poniatowski. 23 to one whole of the castle, only views of Warsaw, and all of them survived. Old castle was bombed from the first day of the Second World War, although it was only museum. Bombed from early beginning of the Second World War, but Polish people tried to take out pieces of golden decoration, stone elements, paintings, pieces of furniture, figure. The light building to the right, 19th century Association for Merchants. She was Warsawian, she was born in Warsaw, near the old city, but she worked here. I will show you the place when she was born. And next to the right, with the classical facade, is St. Anna Church. Church which is in use now for students and 13th century, other wings were added 14th, 16th century, and castle in pentagon shape was built when Warsaw started to be a capital city of Poland. Castle was the place for all sessions of Polish parliament and official residence of every Polish king. For example, parliament halls were in 18th century in this wing, and here was voted this famous Polish constitute by Russians, like all Canaletto paintings were taken to St. Petersburg and returned
war. 1942. Front of us there is the St. John Church, St. John Temple, built properly in 1770. And the second gate of this pavement, there is in 1956, when the church was reconstructed on the request of Cardinal of the Church. It was the Masovian Gothic style. The Masovian Gothic style was completely different than the Cuba. First of all, from now we are in the main square of the old city. The main square of the old city is called Market Square. In the Middle Ages, here was the town hall in the middle, and only the richest families could afford for a house. 40 houses, 40 families here. Each house was connected with this family as a mansion. We have part of the town which is called New City. New City is nearly as old as Old City, but not so early. It had civic rights, and it was named New City. New City was built rather for craftsmen and never surrounded by any defensive walls. On the walls of the old town, you can see the mermaid, the oldest monument of Warsaw symbol. 1855, it was built for the Market Square for fountain, and a few years before the Second World War, it was taken to the right bank of Vistula River. And just from that side,
The entrance to the city. You're not paying your toilet fees. Curie used to live in this house.
But this uprising was connected with the Polish government. One part is titled like a symbol of barricade. Here with anchor there is the symbol of Polish underground army. The big part of the monument is titled the beginning of the uprising. The small part is titled entrance to the sewer. You can see one soldier halfway inside the sewer. Entrance to the sewers was somewhere in the middle of the street.
Polish Army Church. Right in the sewer entrance.
People start to fight. Those people start to fight not for independence, really, just for humanity and dignity of the nation, to choose the method of dying, to just to be free. And
After this uprising was for 3 weeks. The last moment in the...
We've just arrived at Minsk and we're out at a hotel room. This is the bathroom.
This is a
Yes, shower.
shower. This is the head and the...
And the glue.
Yes. The toilet paper is absolutely deluxe, brown. Towel.
No.
Oh, this is a genuine plastic.
No.
And the plugs.
Right, don't put your hand there. That is very dangerous.
And all the
Electrical
towels are beautiful colours. Look at this. Look at all the towels. Different colours.
Don't get too close, it would go
That one.
out of focus.
Hello.
Drum bed. No, radio. There is the other bed. Very basic.
Antique chair there.
Antique chair. Do well over the
Battersbridge.
antique Battersbridge.
And there's a beautiful telephone around there.
What a masterpiece.
Pt1. The building housed literary archive of the Republic of Belarus. Now it is given back to the believers, and it's going to be a beautiful Russian Orthodox Church when the restoration is complete from the invaders. Minsk is 900 years old. It was 8 times destroyed, spent some time just in the forest, exploring the forest as well. Well, and then they started to... Monument cannot be too long in front of the government house. You look to your right. On Opera and Ballet Theatre, that big bulky structure a bit to your left. Maybe the headquarters of the army.
Come in there, see you. Yeah.
This is Moscow in the morning, about 8:30. In our time, we're 3 hours ahead of you. It's very warm in the hotel. It doesn't look very cold out. But it's a most lovely view from the hotel window. We're 24 stories up. I think it's 25 stories here. It's a huge, huge hotel. We were told it's too huge really to manage it. I think the thing that amuses me in the evenings is all the naughty girls walking around. They're quite pretty and seem to be legal here. Run by the mafia, we're told. It's huge. That little Matchbox car's down there. Lovely. We're going to have a long day in front of us. To Moscow with the coach, Wallace Island. And they're going to take us everywhere, so it's going to be great. Just got a few minutes before we get the coach. Then we're off. The little buses. There's bendy buses and trolley buses. This is our bedroom. Just got up. Quite nice actually. Nice television. Any minute now, I want to be coming out of the toilet, bathroom. You're not going to have that pleasure though. Yes you are, he's coming out now. Good job he's done his trousers up. Oh, look at that for a lovely hunt. This is outside the hotel, we've just come out on the way to the coach. The coach is down here somewhere in the car park. Yeah, it's down there somewhere. Everything looks beautiful. Still outside the hotel. You can get all your hotel in, could you? Oh look, it's got a cost.
Side on the right and the round structure on the right, the Olympic Stadium. With the help of a Yauza River, it's not the Moskva River, we'll see it later, the Yauza River. The Yauza River. And the Trinity Church, I mean the turquoise and white building is located on the right. Then we'll see it just in a few moments when we make a turn. The Russia Hotel still to our left. The Moscow Kremlin is on the right. The word Kremlin, means fortress or citadel. And there are Kremlins in many ancient Russian cities, 16th century. I'll tell you a little bit backwards. You'll see a nice panorama of the Moscow Kremlin on the left. So the great building on the right, on the actual kind of glass. When you watch the news from Russia, from the Kremlin, you see the picture of the Kremlin from this very bridge approximately, well, the same angle. Keep looking to the right. I hope you recognize the panorama of the Kremlin, which very often you see over TV. Well, and on the right, the building with white letters, the Russia Hotel. If you remember, it can hold 6,000 people. Well, the building...
I'm going to watch an episode.
This is outside the Kremlin Wall. With the unknown warrior. Main gate to the Kremlin. St. Bernard Cathedral.
Yes, we go inside the Kremlin and we look at the beautiful Zabella, and I'm facing the former Lenin Museum.
You get arrested for this.
Of the Russian Federation, the house of the government of the Russian Federation. You see the Russian flag and a little bit below the emblem of Russia. Industrial enterprises, yeah. Well, some textile factories. A textile factory is on the right-hand side, very, very old textile factory. It was built in the 90s. All kinds of offices are located there. So the Moskva, which is to our left, well, I told it is 100 kilometers long. It's that the Moskva enters the Oka River, and the Oka enters the Volga. Problem. For example, what was written in the Russian weekly arguments at fact. I told that we have about 50 functioning churches in Moscow. One of them will be on the left-hand side. It's a museum, please, wonderful view on the left. And the belfry, the tallest structure on the nunnery, is considered to be one of the most beautiful belfries in the whole of Russia. The famous Russian architect Bazhenov said, The belfry of Ivan the Great in the Kremlin was...
This is Sparrow Hill. It used to be called Lennon Hill, and it was a famous viewpoint. And we're looking at now the Olympic Stadium, which was, I think, 1957 it was built. It's quite famous. On Saturday, the brides have lots of weddings, and they all seem to meet here at Sparrow Hill. It's some sort of
Moscow on the right, and you see the belfry of Ivan the Great, the tallest structure on the territory of the Kremlin on the right-hand side, yeah, with letters under the dome. The Alexander Park is on the right-hand side. It's very beautiful in springtime and in autumn. Yeah.
This is another look from the floor, the top of the hotel.
So last evening.
Yeah, lovely night, beautiful night.
Fair. Point to that rocket statue. There's people sliding down the rocket statue. Those children, as it got dark, the grown-ups been on there the other day. We're off to Novgorod in the morning.
This is the house of Peter Tchaikovsky.
Who lived here? We'll turn it round to the coach. It's got John at the end here. I'm doing. Is there a lot of houses?
No.
Isn't there nothing there now?
Loads of trees.
I'll turn it off a minute, shall I? Put it on. No, I'm not. I'm just getting a little bit. I can't see the bar. I can't see it. I'll just get the water. Just hoping it's putting it up. It's on. Should that be enough? No. Just gonna get a little bit of sand, that's all. Get looked into it. I'll get him in. Can't get down and have a look, it's too low. That's fine. It's fine. Oh, it's lovely. Such a